Okay.
Okay, I'm going to save that.
Okay.
Alrighty, well, is there anything in particular you're looking to see or find out?
I don't know. Well, I guess the first thing I want to do, I know there's a lot of stuff here, but yeah, it's a lot. I guess trying to figure out who to contact first and or what organization or something to contact, and kind of just trying to take the first steps towards finding my mom.
Well, we'll start to go through these a little bit. There's a lot of paperwork here, as you can see, and some of it we don't need to go through now.
Mm-hmm.
International adoptions are complex, paperwork-intensive processes.
Mm-hmm.
And, whoops, I don't think we need those now. Sort of an overview, I guess, is Dad and I used an agency that was headquartered in Austin called Los Niños.
Mm-hmm.
And Los Niños really was more of a do-it-yourself international adoption agency. What they gave you was sort of a template on everything you needed to do an adoption yourself. So all these are the papers that are the result of that quest. Okay, so this would have been one of the first things Dad and I compiled, which is all the material you need to do an international adoption. You know, you have to have references and your birth certificates and proof that you have insurance and statement of net worth and oh my.
Whoa.
So this would have been the first letter probably that we wrote. To Los Niños. And what this letter did, you know, I know you're looking for who you might connect with.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a long time. You know, gosh, John, it's been 23 years
right.
since I've revisited these papers or, you know, or thought about this process. You were born in what, 1986?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see this material is dated July 1983. We were already in contact with Los Niños.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It was a long process.
Wow. 1983.
Yeah, that's the first. This may have just been a form letter that we got from them, though, that was done. Because I don't remember it being that long. Anyway, the primary thing that Los Niños did, in addition to sort of giving us this was the first thing we would have gotten from them, which said, here's everything you need to collect to do an international adoption.
Whoa.
And when we began collecting this stuff, their job was, when we selected a country
Mm-hmm.
that we wanted to adopt from, and at the time, Los Niños had relationships in about 4 or 5 South American countries.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was our job to select which country we thought we wanted to do an international adoption from.
Yeah.
And then in addition to giving us sort of this list on how to compile your own documents and do your own adoption, they put us in contact with an attorney in Santiago who did international adoption placements.
Yeah.
And I don't even need to look through this. I will never forget him. His name was Ambrosio Perez, abogado. And I didn't have any contact really with Ambrosio until I actually got to Chile to pick you up. You know, he was handling the adoption on that end, on the Chilean end. But what I remember most about Ambrosio was there were a lot of things that I had to collect when Jackie and I were in Chile picking you up. And I had to work through him to get all those documents. And I was calling him every day, and every day, I don't speak Spanish, but I learned this pretty quickly. Every day what he said to me was, "No hoy, Miss Brown, mañana."
Not today, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And that seemed to be his watchword. Not today, tomorrow. I heard that every day about everything that I needed. And your grandma Jackie spoke fairly fluent Spanish. And eventually, I put Jackie on the phone with Ambrosio. And if you remember Jackie, she could be demanding. And boy, she just chewed him out, up one side and down the other. And we finally, he finally started to move forward a little bit. Anyway, this is sort of the list of materials that we had to start collecting. But Ambrosio, gosh, I wouldn't even know if he's still alive. But he would have had, I have some information about your birth mother that we'll find eventually. And I know some of it. I'm a mom and you don't forget. But somewhere in here, there's probably contact information on him. And he would be the only person who would know, like, the actual contact information for your birth mother at the time you were adopted. What town she was from, how he was making contact with her. So that's really... if he's still in practice and he's still around telling people no hoy mañana, which he probably is, he would be the best place to start. Is there anything else in here you want to see right now? I may need to organize these a bit.
No, I think we're just going to have to, me and you, or I'll just go through it and check out what we have and then start trying to find this attorney. Seems like the guy I need to get in contact with.
Is in Santiago.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
This
thanks,
was fun. Love you.
Love you too.